at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Demond Claiborne. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was the rookie from Michigan in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. Think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On 3rd down, Murray. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the give, it's Claiborne. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of
a pickup there of 28 yards.
The Vikings
just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He was taken down by Kirby Joseph. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. 2nd down, Murray. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Often just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Jawan
Incomplete.
Jennings was the
It's
intended
fourth
target.
down.
And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Mason. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Well, Mike,
on
it's pretty
downs.
clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover.
Jahmyr Gibbs gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
23-yard line.
Murray now on 2nd down. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Gain of 43 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
They'll run with Mason. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A handoff. Here is Claiborne. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
You're going to go right back to Claiborne. To the pylon. He's in. Javon Claiborne. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Williams now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Goff. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's second down. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First down, Detroit.
It'll be first down and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Vikings' 43-yard line.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it second down and 11. They hand it to Gibbs. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here is Claiborne. Lots of space past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A second down throw for Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
In punt formation for the Lions.
On to punt is Fox. His kick is away. Price now to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 16-yard line.
A run, and here's Claiborne. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Once again, it is Claiborne. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And they're going to take over once more. They have forced another first-half turnover. A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll run it with Claiborne. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Murray now to throw on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time.
He was covered
and it'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. Working out of the gun, Murray. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down. On is Hecker now. The terrific punter sends it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
They'll go play action with Goff. Forced to his right. He's going to run it. Perhaps he waited a little too long before committing to that run. He's going to wind up gaining only a yard.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On the move, past the 40. And he is out of bounds.
To Jahmyr Gibbs.
20-yard pickup there. First down, Detroit. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Throwing on second down. Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Now screen set up for Claiborne. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Murray. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again to 1st and 10. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. Reichard's kick is good. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense would take the field.
22-yard line.
Goff to throw on first down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
25 yards. And the Lions first down.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
A gain of 7. First down, Lions.
On play action, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Here's Goff. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Goff's pass complete to Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Detroit.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
35, Vikings 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
Vikings 24. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And a good run there. To get him 5 yards. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Handoff. Gibbs running left. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
And the Lions first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. It's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
On the ground, play ball. He'll push forward for about a yard. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
Down at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. To return is Williams. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Lions.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. Now he's loose again. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
42, Vikings 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Murray. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Derek Barnes. And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Here's a run. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
McNeil on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
2nd and goal.
At the Lions' 9-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Murray now on 2nd down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Past the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 93 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game.
Lions 57, Vikings 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. 1st down throw for Murray. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
At the 29-yard line. 13 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And nothing doing there. He's going to go down behind the line.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. His kick is good. And the Lions will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
24.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. A handoff. Here is Claiborne. Nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
33-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Oh, what an effort from the defense. They forced their way in there, get the stop, and a loss of about 2 yards.
A loss of 2.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. A second down throw for Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to be fourth down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This one from 54 yards out. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Here is Claiborne. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Jack Campbell. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the 46-yard line.
The throw is Murray. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. It is third and long. Man in motion here is Jennings. Now Murray on 3rd and long.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They hand it to Gibbs. Good running inside the 25. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions add on to their already sizable lead.
67, Vikings 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Price now to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
A run, and here's Claiborne. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd down, they need 7.
Rodriguez on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. It's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On the give, it's Claiborne.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6. And it keeps the drive going.
Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, it is Claiborne. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Murray now. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down. Don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.